So we have this question before us, in which we've been given a function, which is f of x equals x cubed minus x squared plus 1.5. And what we need to do is find for what values of x is f of x less than or equal to x plus 1. So we're going to answer this question graphically. So we're going to use our CAS and we're going to come to our graph button here. And we're going to begin by putting in our function. So it's x cubed minus x squared plus 1.5. You hit enter and there's our graph. Perfect. Let me now zoom in for a better look. So I go menu, window zoom, and I'm going to use the box function. So now, whoops, unfortunately this sometimes happens. CAS is temperamental. So I'm going to have to drag it into position. So here we are. Perfect. Now I do not have to restrict my domain because here we're told that my domain is all real numbers. So we go straight to answering the question, which is for what values of x is f of x less than or equal to x plus 1. So we need to find where this blue graph is less than x plus 1. We can do that by drawing in x plus 1. So we're going to put in a new function, x plus 1, and we hit enter. And there it is. So what we want to find is where our blue graph is less than or underneath our red graph. So it's going to be this section here, so negative infinity until this point, and then this point until this point. And we want to find the x values for which this is true. So our answer is going to begin with this, which is going to tell us that this is our x values. And of course, when you're writing this, it should all be on one line, but I'm going to break it up because I don't have much room. So we're obviously going to go from negative infinity. We're going to go from negative infinity all the way to this point right here. To find that point, we're going to go menu, menu, analyze graph, intersection, and then we're starting here and going here. So this point is going to be negative 0.855 and 0.145. Remember, we only care about our x values. So we're just going to put this value in here. Also remember that this coordinate is where these two graphs are equal to each other. But we also want that information because it says less than or equal to. So we're going to come here and we're going to put in negative 0.855. And I'm going to put a square bracket. I'm including it, less than or equal to. Now, I have another segment for which this is true, which is here. So I'm going to go union and then find this. So now I need to find where it begins. So again, I'm going to go menu, menu, analyze, intersection, from here to here. And now I need this point. I'm going to go menu, analyze, intersection, whoopsie daisy, from here to here. Now I have my points. So I'm going to come and write in my answer. It's going to be 0.403. And remember, I'm including this point, 0.403, all the way to 1.45. And I'm going to write that in as well, 1.45, and I'm also including it, so square brackets. And this is our answer. Now we can double check this using algebra. So we're going to come to our graph and we're going to go control. We're going to open up a new page and come to our calculator. And we're going to solve. And what we're going to solve is our function, which remember we've saved as f1 of x. How do I know that? Well, in our graph, we saved it as f1 of x is this. And what we're trying to find is where this is less than. So I could go control equals less than or equal to. Now I could type in x plus 1. Or if I wanted to, remember I've already defined it as f2 of x is x plus 1. So I could write f2 of x. Whoops. And remember, I'm trying to solve this for x. Perfect. So this right here is pretty much what is written here. It's f of x is less than or equal to x plus 1, x plus 1. And we're solving for x. We're solving for x. So now I come here, I hit enter, and here is my answer. So it's telling me that 0.403 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 1.45, which is just this information right here. Notice they have less than or equal to, just as we have square brackets. And then we have or x is less than or equal to negative 0.855. And as you can see here, that corresponds to this region right here. They have put it in opposite order, but you could put it in opposite order if you so chose. And this is how we answer such a question as this. Hopefully this was helpful.